I had the pleasure, or possibly misfortune, of explaining to my girlfriend the Democrats control the weather conspiracy. This is Hurricane Milton. Say hello, Hurricane Milton. Hi, Hurricane Milton. Hurricane Milton is a Category 5 hurricane. It made landfall in Florida as Category 3 hurricane. It reached wind speeds of up to 120 miles an hour. 9 people were killed. That's no good. 6 million people were evacuated from Florida, and $30 billion of damage were done over the last couple of days. Not very good, right?
Ideally, yeah.
Here's the path of Hurricane Milton. Like, it passed over Mexico as kind of just a regular hurricane or storm, but then it reached that warm weather, high pressure, and things really got kicked up to another level. You think that was man-made, Hurricane Milton?
Generally, no.
Generally, no?
I mean, global warming and such, but no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's a good point. Like, global warming could have an effect on this. Here's our next character I'd like for you to meet. This is Marjorie Taylor Greene. Hi, Marjorie. She's a Congress representative in the House of Representatives for the state of Georgia. Marjorie had some opinions about Hurricane Milton. You can't see very well here on the screen, but this right here says, yes, they control the weather. It's ridiculous for anyone to lie and say otherwise, that it can't be done. And then over here, she said, lasers. CBS 9 years ago talked about lasers controlling the weather. Here's a video of scientist Michio Kaku. He was talking about a theoretical bit of science or experiments that were being done at the time where lasers could precipitate rain in clouds. Why do you think she said these things? This happened, this right here was on October 3rd, and this was on October 5th.
I don't know.
Well, Hurricane Milton happened in this date range. She was talking about Hurricane Milton, and what she was implying was that the hurricanes were man-made. What is the conspiracy really? Because she didn't really say anything. I mean, she alleges that they can control the weather, but she doesn't really say anything about what is trying to be done here. She doesn't even really say who they is.
There's weather witches in the White House.
Exactly, yes. So what is the conspiracy? Well, first, this was posited by Alex Jones of InfoWars. They're using this as a weather weapon against Florida. Florida voted Republican in the 2020 election, and the conspiracy is that the U.S. government is precipitating these hurricanes so that they can attack Florida. It's notable because this is I think just less than a month, or about a month away from the election. This is a tweet by someone who said these are videos of contrails in the sky. What they're trying to say is that they're trying to make more clouds and more rain ahead of Hurricane Milton, which doesn't make any sense. The second conspiracy is that the government is trying to steal land. Hurricane Milton isn't the only hurricane that's happened in the last month or so. This comes on the heels of Hurricane Helen, like a week or two prior to Hurricane Milton. It's a very rough situation. There was a conspiracy theory going around at the time of Hurricane Helen, stating that FEMA, or the U.S. government, is trying to use Hurricane Helen as a way to evacuate people from their homes so that the U.S. government can take the land. There was a city that was evacuated during Hurricane Helen, I'll throw it up on the screen right now, that they were saying was going to be used for lithium mining. That the U.S. government was going to sell off large swaths of land to BlackRock and other big corporations so that they could build lithium mines. Is there any evidence to support that the government is making hurricanes happen? I don't think that there is any really good evidence, but what's being pointed to, firstly, is cloud seeding. And cloud seeding is typically what people, when they're talking about chemtrails, that this is pretty close behind. Cloud seeding is a practice of dispersing material into a cloud to precipitate rainfall to happen.
You think if that was a thing, they wouldn't be doing it over California from time to time. In a drought.
Exactly. Right. They typically encourage rainfall by dispersing silver iodate or salt into a cloud. There's mixed results on the effectiveness of this.
Yeah.
You're right. They have tried to do this in California and places with droughts in the past.
Oh.
HAARP is a research facility in Alaska, which researches the ionosphere. HAARP, this facility, they use radio frequencies to affect and study the region, generating radio frequencies to fuck with stuff going on in the sky. There's no evidence that this can manipulate the weather, although people are saying that HAARP is the reason why Hurricane Milton got to the speed that it did and is taking the path that it did. Given all of that, I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you think that Hurricane Milton was made?
No.
Okay.
More now than ever.
As I hopefully displayed in that video, this conspiracy theory is not based in any world of fact. But none of that actually matters. The Republican plan right now is to just say these things without any real backing or basis in reality to hopefully pull some people from the other side to your side. And the people that they're targeting are those who were actually affected by Hurricane Milton. It is no coincidence, period, no coincidence that the Republicans are proffering this about less than a month away from the vote. For my close to this video, I have gone outside. And the only reason I am able to do this right now is because I, as a Democrat, am controlling the weather. Look at my dog go. The fact that a Republican politician, someone who currently holds a position and an office, threw out this conspiracy theory that doesn't just lack a basis in reality, it barely lacks any basis in fiction outside of, I don't know, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. It is an unbelievably sad reflection of where we are at as a country. But it's a beautiful day outside, so I'm going to keep this weather going. I'll see you later.